PBBM nagbabala sa publiko sa online scam. Too good to be true deals. June 22, 2023. Manila, Philippines. Nagbabala si Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos Jr. sa publiko laban sa online scam. Kabilang na ang mga deals o kasunduan na too good to be true. Tinanong kasi ang Pangulo kung paano ang gobyerno, sa pamamagitan ng Securities and Exchange Commission o SEC, ay mapoprotektahan ng publiko mula sa online lenders at investment scammers. So we just have to be very watchful, and we have to be very careful, and also be aware of the new technologies, of the new ways in which we can prevent these kinds of things. But it really comes down to be public. Ayon kay Pangulong Marcos, my advice to the public is that when you get a message and there is a deal being presented and it sounds too good to be true, it is. Dagdag pa sa pahayag nito. Ayon sa Pangulo, wala namang bagay na 100% risk-free pagdating sa mga kasunduan. There is no way to guarantee these enormous returns on what they are claiming on the money that you give them, ayon sa Pangulo. If the public is aware and knows and is able to spot because of the way that these scams are presented, then that is the best defense that we have. Dagdag na wika nito. Kamakailan ang mga nabiktima ng harassment at pananakot ng collection agents ng online lending platforms ay nagsampa ng iba't ibang reklamo sa Philippine National Police Anti-Cybercrime Group. Nabanggit din ni Pangulong Marcos na ang SIM card registration ay naging isang malaking hakbang sa pagpuksa sa mga nasabing online scam. I think we are getting to the point where we have disposed of or taken out of the system many of the SIM cards that have not been registered because they have been used for illegal purpose and for these scams that we have been hearing about. Ang pahayag ng punong ehekutibo. Chief Executive na ipagpapatuloy ng gobyerno na palakasin ang kakayahan nito laban sa mga online scams. Every defense or every capability that we develop to block or to catch or to nullify these kind of transactions, of course, they come up with a new technology. They come up with a new techniques. Anya pa rin.
Good morning, sir. How will you protect the public how will you protect the government through those abusive online lenders?
Well, we have to continue strengthening our capabilities when it comes to this. This is not a problem that is exclusive to the Philippines alone. And that is some of the danger that people are starting to use AI. People are starting to use all the new very powerful tools that are available to be used on the social media or on the internet in general. It's really an arms race. Every defense or every capability that we develop to block or to catch or to nullify this kind of transactions, of course, they come up with new technology, they come up with new techniques. And so, ganun lang talaga. That's the only way that we can do it. We just continue to monitor very closely and do all that we can. The SIM card registration, I think, was a big step. And I think we are getting to the point where we have disposed of or taken out of the system many of the SIM cards that have not been registered because they have been used for illegal purposes and for these scams that we have been hearing about. So we just have to be very watchful, and we have to be very careful, and also be aware of the new technologies, of the new ways in which that, we can prevent these kinds of things. But it really comes down to the public. My advice to the public is that when you get the message and there is a deal being presented and it sounds too good to be true, it is. There is no such thing as 100% risk-free. There is no way to guarantee these enormous returns on what they are claiming on the money that you give them. So be very if the public is aware and knows and is able to spot because of the way that these scams are presented, then that is the best defense that we have. Pag nakita nga, sasabihin, hindi, kalokohan nito. So just archive it and just don't open it even. Kasi baka makapasok na naman yung mga malware, mga worm, you never know. As I said, it's basically an arms race, but our best defense is a knowledgeable consumer who can see for themselves and determine for themselves that those that are legitimate offers of let's say a promotional offer as opposed to a scam.
Yes, sir. Will you push for any sanction on this matter?
Do?
Any sanction on this matter? Will you push?
We have to. It's not that easy to. We talk about sanctions because mahirap na nga hanapin yan. What the best that we can do, there are certain instances, especially when they're very large scale, now that we can find exactly where it's coming from. But again, it's a very movable. It's not. These are not offices, corporate offices in a big building. These are people sitting in somebody's basement with a computer, which they can just shut down, sell away, buy a new one, and keep going. So that's the trouble that we are finding now. Of course, should anyone be found guilty of promoting such scams, then the full force of the law will come into play.
Thank you very much, Mr. President.
you.